I'm attempting to change the window motor out on my 1986 Chevy Suburban. I recently just tore the other one off. This lever right here, you have to take off. It's 3 bolts right there. No big deal. There's a bracket that runs from here to here. You got to take that out so it's easier accessible. This one has a access hole for the speaker. Makes it a little easier. Most of them don't. It's solid, so you have to work through this. There's 2 screws right here, one there, and then down here. You lift that up, you see those two. Those two's got to come out. And I had the window all the way up, and with help, it's a lot easier. Have somebody hold it, and you just work it back and forth. Slide it out of the. It's got rails down there, and you slide it out of the rails. There's little notches in there, but what I did is I just slid it all one way, and it just came out just real easy. Here's the other ones, the mechanism. There's this is a new window motor out of a used Chevy, but I took it apart and cleaned it and everything else, and it works perfectly. That's the old one. It is shot. So I'm going to put it all back together, and I'll show y'all how to hopefully put it all back in there. Here. Alright. Come here. This all mashes in there. There's these bolts right here that go to these. You just mash it up. Turn it over. Just put your these are 1/2 inch. Just start them all before you tighten them down. That's what I do. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can get this in there. All the way up. Now, get somebody to hold it, or you can tape it. These two want to go together like that. So, change places with me. Hold it down here with your hand like you did. I got the window. Hold it with your hand. Okay, don't hold it with your hand. If you notice, I've got it up like this, and this is all the way up. Sometimes it'll fit. See how it goes in there? Kind of easy. When I took these out, it took me about maybe 20 minutes at the most to take this out. Alright. Now, once you get this in there, you want to take this X, this long bar right here, and pull it down. So that means these two right here are what goes on this trap. So now, the fun part is to get that in that groove. Let me sit. There's a groove. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. There's a groove in there that one goes in. Alright. Here, take that. Then you push the window. Let me see the window. Push the window down. And see how the window. Okay. You gotta hold everything at one time. Okay. Hang on. I want you to be a butthole. Alright. Crap. Alright. Easier said than done, right? Famous last words. Alright. See how these go in there? You gotta make sure that stayed in there. And then you can slide the whole thing back and forth. See how it slides back and forth? Then the trick is to get this one up. And there's a groove there. And you slide the whole thing back in. Once you got it all back, then it's pretty much yours. Then you go over here. Alright, let go. Okay, now you can get out. But still look at it. Now, the trick is to get those. Come on. Come on, get in it. Alright. Now, the trick is, there's those 2 screws that come out there, they're bolts. That's the trick, is I'm going to try to get this in there and lined up. To where those bolts are. That's basically just a guessing game of where they are. I think I need to go up with it more. Okay. Where are they?
Up.
Huh?
I'm trying to help you.
I know. They need to go up more. Alright, hang on.
Can I pause this?
Ouch. Yeah, you can.
Go.
Alright. In order to get these 2 screws in, what I did was you take your 4-way connector out, hook it all back up. Plug the motor back up. That's easier said than done. But as you're holding it, if you have somebody else holding the window, you can go up and down with it and line those up a lot easier than trying to force it. It just goes right in. And once you get them in, then it's just a matter of bolting this, putting these 2 screws back in, these 2 back in, and then you put this lever all back up. And then this right here, this goes down here like that, and this goes up here like that. And what that is that's just a brace in there, and the handle goes from there to that screw, and that's it. And then put all your window back in, and I'll show you. Turn my switch on, and now it still won't work. Being a butt. Connectors. Okay. There you go. Nothing to it. Took maybe, what, I don't know how long the video is, but that's about as long as it took to take it out and take it back in, basically. Taking it out, it's the same way. You just take everything loose, pry this loose. It's easier if the window halfway does go up and down, but if you don't, oh well. I just got one of these bars like this, put it back there and pried it out. Once you get these out, then it's mainly just maneuver it and pull it out, close it together and pull it, and when you pull it out, then you're going to roll it at the same time, because if you don't, it's a pain to get out, because this is concave like this, and when you roll it, it comes right out. So, and that's it. So I hope you enjoy the video. I watched a couple more on YouTube, and it was kind of similar, but I've been working on these a lot, so I just figured I'd make one that was a little bit easier for you to work on. And it's simple. Oh, let me show you one thing. what I did, this is the old motor. It wouldn't work at all. You can squirt, I'd squirt transmission fluid in that hole and powered it at the same time. You squirt it around here. Sometimes it'll work if you tap on it to get it to go down in there. But this one here is stripped out. It's stripped out inside, but it does actually work now. Before it was locked up and didn't work at all. But the reason why it don't is because gears are stripped inside there. Other than that, you can put a little bit of oil down here, and it does run down in here and lubricates all of this in here, if you have one that's all rusted up. Alright, thanks for watching, and hope this helped you. Bye.